Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman. Today is July 16th, day number 681 of the Indexation Research Project. So when we get to 730, that's going to be 2 years. Now, I did finish all the stuff I was working on to publish. I completed the work on the ultimate guide of the new InspectionTool crawler agents. And it's actually more complete than Google's documentation at the moment. So if you want to get the skinny on it, it's going to also be in the write-up that I did on the run-up to when they converted us all by force to Google Analytics 4. And how that looked in the server logs was really, really interesting. There's even a tinfoil hat section as to why I think the new crawlers help Google with the helpful content system. So I'm going to put the link in the description. It's on American Way Media. It looks like, you get to the right one when it looks like that. So it is a bit of a read, but if you are totally familiar with the indexation research, you can just click on one of these jump links and it'll take you right down there to it. All right. Now, as for the testing, last Sunday I switched over to see how long it would take. This would be on the mobile primary crawler site. I wanted to see, since I hadn't published on it in, maybe 4 months, I wanted to see how long it would take to warm it back up. Like, does indexation and serving immediately occur if you haven't published on a site for a while? Well, it turns out it doesn't take that long. The first piece of content, this is all on the Google Index Detector page on American Way Media. This spreadsheet's embedded in there. So you can kind of see that for the most part, the first piece of content, the simple keyword, took until yesterday to be findable by its keyword. But after that, it's pretty much running like clockwork. Had a little bit of a hiccup on the JavaScript from the test from the 12th, but I think that's not bad. One thing is, you see here, we've gone past, we're actually in the third day past the when we would normally see the indexation update. In Search Console, they update the page report in there, and so it's running a little late. Also, I just want to say, yikes, I haven't seen both for desktop and mobile to be the same number, much less a number that's like crazy high. So I do think that, with this, we also had the Google News problem hiccup. So I have a feeling some of that might be related to that. I don't know. We don't know. No one knows. But I'm pretty sure this is not an update. In fact, if you'll humor me, I think probably this is potentially the helpful content stuff going on. So a lot of people are seeing pages come in and go out. Well, that creates volatility. A lot of people are reporting they've never had such great traffic and rankings. Well, that's going to impact volatility. So I think we just have to bear in mind this might be the state of things for a while. But thank God if we don't keep calling everything an update. All right. Now, in the Search Console, when new content is, I always revise the sitemap before I request indexation. Now, I do that manually, right? So I noticed some sluggishness. Now, it's probably not noticeable to you unless you're doing daily publishing, and I do this manually. Yes, I know full well about the Google Indexing API. The bot that comes via the Indexing API is not the same bot that comes when you request indexation. So by doing this manually, I figure I have a greater chance to see more things at each stage to find clues. So, but here's the kicker. Regardless of how we request Google to crawl our content, whether it's manually through Search Console or with Google Indexing API or any of the other indexers on the market. I think the issue now with content is the assigning of the keyword phrase to that content. And that is something we cannot see and do not see, except after the results. Now, I do think that part of this is the helpful content system. Yeah, I know. Everybody and their brother says, it's this AI content. But I think the syndication filters take care of that, even if it's looking for it. So when you read the documentation on the helpful content, they speak of expectations, customer expectations, not customer experience. Yeah, I know that's a hugely granular interpretation, but by doing so, it fits into an alternative explanation of helpful content. And if I'm correctly interpreting the signs, it is one that provides us a path to overcome it. And it's more of what we already do. But anyway, the nice thing is I believe there is a way to recover, but it's not based on what we've been talking about since last August. That somehow it's the quality of our content. These words don't help us because how do you measure quality? You can't, really. You can guess, but when it comes down to it, there's no one particular factor that you go like, yep, that's quality. So, and again, like I say, maybe it could be completely wrong, but let's say maybe if I've got this helpful content system sussed out, I am going to keep testing it. And once I hit stride with the current indexation warm-up on the mobile site, I will be able to test my theory. So honestly, if you think you got hit with the helpful content update, just send me a message, use any of the comments here, let's talk, because I think it's something else. I think it's something that is right under our noses. All right, well, thanks so much. Great to spend this time. Questions, give me a call. You know what I mean. Send me a message.